What's up, boys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to give you my official Carolina Panthers predictions for the 2022-2023 NFL season. I did a predictions video earlier in the year, which was kind of, premature, but now that we know the official 53-man rosters and everything, I'm going to go ahead and give my official predictions that you can lock in as what I actually believe to happen for the 2022 Panthers. And let me tell you, since that last video, the addition of Baker Mayfield and some other pieces like Laviska Shenault have kind of erased my opinion of this team. I'm not saying this is a guaranteed playoff team, but you'll see what my predictions are. So let's get it started here in Week 1 against the Cleveland Browns. The revenge game for Baker Mayfield. Obviously, that was playing in the NFL schedule, but... So, yeah, let's talk about this. So, Deshaun Watson, 11-game suspension, will not play in this game. That definitely helps. Jacoby Brissett will be the starting quarterback, more than likely, for the Browns. And that helps a lot. And I just think the revenge factor in this one will give the Panthers that edge that they need to come out with an opening week victory in this game. So, I'm going to give that one a W in Week 1. Now, I think let me preference this before we continue this. I think Baker Mayfield should look more like the 2020 version than the 2021 version, dealing with injuries. It was clear at a certain point in the season that the team was unsure whether he was a franchise quarterback anymore. I think he'll come back with the fire that he's shown both in college and in the pros now. That'll make him an above-average league quarterback. Week 2 is against the Giants. Last year, it was a pitiful performance for the Carolina Panthers against the Giants. This year cannot be as bad. It's like literally physically not possible. It is a road game, but this team is just better than the Giants. I think our defense actually is going to be top 10 this year in the league, and it should be basically shut down this New York Giants offense. So I'm going to go with a W there. 2-0 start for the Panthers. Now we get into a Saints team that some people are actually predicting to be top of the NFC South, and I don't particularly disagree because Jameis Winston, he's not the best quarterback, but he's good enough to make every throw. The turnover issues is really what hurts him, the decision making, but I think since he is going to be the quarterback, and I think that secondary for New Orleans is fantastic. They made some really, really good additions, such as Marcus May and Tyrann Mathieu. So I like this Saints team, especially the defense. And I think the offense will be good enough. If Alvin Kamara somehow plays, I'm more confident in this pick. But I am going to go with the Saints victory there in Week 3. Next game against the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals overall are just slightly more talented, but I think Cliff Kingsbury as a head coach, personally, I don't like that at all. I think he is not the answer for them at coach whatsoever. So I'm actually pretty confident because Carolina should be theoretically a more physical team than the Cardinals, and the Panthers have just straight up had the Cardinals number for the past however many years. So I'm going to go with the Panthers getting the W there at home. In the next game, we had the San Francisco 49ers. This was a tough one for me as well. I ended up going with the loss there. Trey Lance, I'm not sure if he's the answer at quarterback for him, but I think he doesn't necessarily need to be. In that scheme, he just needs to be good enough, kind of like how Jimmy Garoppolo was. If he is somehow a stud, all-pro caliber quarterback, that'll just help him that much more get to where they want to go. But the team as a whole is good enough to win that game. So now, 5 games in, I had the Panthers at 3-2 on the season. Next game, I have a loss against the defending champ LA Rams on the road. Not much to say about that. That's not a given, but because anything can happen in the NFL. But they definitely heavy advantage for the Rams there. In the next game, we have a home game against the Buccaneers, and this is part of our hardest stretch of the season, if I had to say. Home against San Francisco, away against the Rams, and home against the Buccaneers. Probably the toughest stretch of our season. That's also going to be an L in my opinion. And away against the Falcons, I'm going to give ourselves a W there. Falcons, one of the least talented teams in the league. I do like Arthur Smith at head coach, but the team is just not good enough, and the quarterback situation isn't what it needs to be to win that game. So I'm going to go with a win for the Panthers there. Away against the Bengals, also going to give that a loss. Super Bowl runner-ups last season, they really impressed me. They'll probably be near as good this year. I'm not sure if there'll be another Super Bowl appearance, but I am going to go with a loss there for the Carolina Panthers. Next week, home against the Falcons, and I think the Panthers are able to sweep the Falcons this year, going 2-0 against them and get a W in that game at home. Away against Baltimore, if they have similar injury issues like they did last year, that could be a win. Obviously, I do not want to project that whatsoever. At full strength, I think the Ravens get that one done at home. Lamar Jackson is special at quarterback. Next game, home against the Denver Broncos. And honestly, as much as I like the Panthers defense, I think the run defense could be better, honestly. And I think Javonte Williams is a stud. He's going to run all over this team possibly. So I am going to go with the Broncos getting that dub there. So that's a loss for the Panthers. Next, away against the Seahawks. I could see us losing this game, but again, one of the least talented teams in the NFL. So I'm going to go with a win against the Russell Wilson-less Seattle Seahawks. Next game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who knows who will be quarterback at this point? And to be honest, I'm not sure if it matters who's quarterback, because I think either way, the defense is what's going to have to carry that Steelers team to win this game. And I don't think it's going to get done. I'm going to go with the Panthers at home getting that win there. Lions in the next week. I think it'll be a greater Lions team than it was last year, a much improved Lions team, but still not one that is in playoff contention or anything. So I think the Panthers will get that win at home as well. Away against the Buccaneers. Now here's where the interestingness comes in of, are they at the point where they can start resting starters and prepare for the playoffs? I honestly don't think that's going to be the case this year. I think they'll have a tougher go at it with the Saints and have to play some guys in this game. And being on the road, I am going to give the Panthers a loss in that one. So that makes us 8-8 in the season. And right here, I actually do project the Saints as a playoff team. So I think they'll probably be resting some starters at this point. And I think at this point, 8-8, Panthers are also be fighting and clawing for a playoff spot. So I think they find the determination, led by Baker Mayfield, to win this game and end up going 9-8 on the season, which would honestly, I'd be happy with that. Looking at the schedule and looking at our team, as long as Matt Rule doesn't hold us back, I think this should be the result around this for the Carolina Panthers this upcoming season. So guys, thank you guys for watching so much in this video. I want to thank you guys for helping me get to 1,000 subscribers. Subscribe if you enjoy the content. I appreciate it greatly. I may have a Panthers hype video coming out pretty soon, so make sure you go check that out if it's released. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, do all that YouTube stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one.